Since 1989, Arizona's Grand Canyon Railway has been regaling rail fans and tourists alike with steam and diesel-powered trains hauling passengers by the hundreds daily on the 64-mile ex-Santa Fe line between Williams and the south rim of the Grand Canyon. A few miles north of the town of Williams, Grand Canyon number 4960, a 282 built by Baldwin in 1923, took a trainload of tourists to Grand Canyon Village. A brief, steep grade at this spot ensured a hard-working engine as it passed. On October 5, 2018, Grand Canyon Railway, with a pair of F-40s, was seen coming back from Grand Canyon into Williams late in the day. Sometimes the train arrived in Williams and simply headed into the station for detraining. Other times it would enter the Y track first and back in, which is what it did during our visit. In the Santa Fe era, passenger service ended on this line in 1968, while freight service ended in 1974. The Grand Canyon ran more steam in its earlier years, but due to the added expense of running steam power in the modern era, diesels have taken over, with steam used once a month or during special occasions. The trailing unit on today's train, number 237, was a former Amtrak engine, while lead unit 4128 was owned by New Jersey Transit. The next morning, number 4960 was scheduled to run to the Grand Canyon and was seen getting into position to back its train into the depot. Downtown Williams had that classic Route 66 look to it. It was October 6, 2018. Number 4960 was coupled with F40 number 237 for today's run. The rather large collection of cars used on Grand Canyon Railway have come from a number of different railroads, such as Southern Pacific, Boston and Maine, the Pennsylvania, Great Northern, and Southern Railway, to name a few. All rolling stock was lovingly restored and put to use. The railway had nearly 500 employees on its staff. A little north of town, the train was seen making its way along jointed rail. In about 2 hours and 15 minutes, it will arrive at the South Rim. Later that day in Williha, under stormy skies, number 4960 made its way back toward Williams. It's now February 19th, 2022. Number 4960 was all steamed up in the morning at the engine house as crews were getting it ready for another run to the Grand Canyon. The former Chicago Burlington and Quincy engine looked great in the morning sunshine. At Williams, passengers eagerly awaited the arrival of the train as it backed into the station. The morning sun, with clear skies and cool temperatures, promised another great day of photography. Near milepost 5, with the snow-covered Bill Williams Mountain in the background, number 4960 pulled its train up a brief grade on its way north. Coming into Grand Canyon Village, the train worked hard up a stiff grade. A few traces of snow remained from a recent storm. The train was approaching the switch to the south leg of the Y. All trains typically entered the Y and backed into the depot before letting passengers off. The car bringing up the rear, known as the Chief, was on its way to San Antonio, Texas in the 1990s when it was heavily damaged in a rear-end collision. The car's owner rebuilt it with an observation platform to cover the damaged end. A few minutes later, the train was seen making its way toward the depot. In less than 10 minutes, most of the passengers will be out and about along the south rim, taking in the fresh, cool air, while staring at their phones and checking their Facebook. The power cut off to go to the Y, where number 4960 was to be watered and serviced before its return to Williams. We set up a couple miles south of town in a snow-covered, tree-lined area to get the southbound run back to Williams. The train had an easier time leaving town as it was on a descending grade. We will finish our show with one final run-by of number 4960, doing track speed as it cleared Red Lake. Williams was only a few minutes away. Thanks for looking.